How to Control Your Negative Thinking, Part 4. Let's begin this part with the idea of changing your perspective. Sometimes the situation doesn't change, but how you see it can make a big difference. For example, if you lose a job, your mind might say, "This is the worst thing ever." But a new perspective might say, "This is my chance to find something better, something more aligned with who I am." Every time something bad happens, ask yourself, "What can I learn from this?" Or, "How can this help me grow?" That shift in thinking gives you power instead of pain. Another powerful way to deal with negative thoughts is to practice being present. Most negative thinking happens when we worry about the future or regret the past. But the present moment is usually peaceful. Your mind quiets when you focus on what you're doing right now, like drinking water, walking, or breathing. Mindfulness is the practice of paying attention to the present without judgment. The more you practice it, the less power your negative thoughts will have over you. Here's a helpful idea. Talk to yourself like you would talk to a friend. If a friend made a mistake or felt sad, would you say, "You're useless"? Of course not. You'd say, "It's okay. You're trying your best. Things will get better." So, why not treat yourself the same way? Your mind listens. Kind and gentle words can reduce stress and create a sense of inner safety. Be your cheerleader. Let's also understand the concept of emotional triggers. Sometimes, certain people or situations instantly create a flood of negative thoughts in your mind. Maybe someone criticizes you, and suddenly you feel worthless. This reaction often comes from old emotional wounds. When you become aware of your triggers, you can pause and ask, "Why is this affecting me so deeply?" That pause allows you to respond with wisdom instead of fear or anger. Now, let's talk about consuming inspiring content. Regularly listening to motivational talks, reading positive books, or watching uplifting videos fills your mind with strength. It's like feeding your brain healthy food. This good input slowly replaces the old negative patterns. Over time, you'll notice that your thoughts become lighter, kinder, and more hopeful, simply because you gave your mind better content. Another helpful tool is affirmations. Affirmations are short, positive statements that you repeat to yourself. For example, "I am calm and confident," or "I let go of fear and trust the journey." At first, they may feel silly or untrue, but the more you repeat them, the more your brain begins to believe them. Repeating affirmations daily, especially in the morning or before sleep, helps reprogram your mind toward positivity. Don't forget the importance of routine. When life feels chaotic, your mind becomes more negative, but having a routine brings a sense of control and order. Wake up simultaneously, eat on time, exercise, meditate, and sleep well. These habits make your body and mind feel supported. Handling difficult emotions and thoughts is much easier when your daily life is balanced. Nature is another powerful healer. Spending time in nature, even just a walk in the park, can calm your nervous system and clear your thoughts. Nature reminds us of peace, simplicity, and beauty. Sit by a tree, look at the sky, watch birds, or listen to the sound of water. These natural elements can soothe your mind and briefly silence your worries. Let's also talk about movement and exercise. Physical activity releases chemicals in the brain that improve your mood and reduce anxiety. You don't have to run a marathon. Even stretching, dancing, or taking a short walk can help release tension and improve your thinking. When the body moves, the mind feels lighter. Regular movement helps your brain reset and brings clarity. Connecting with others is also essential. When stuck in your head, negative thoughts can grow like weeds. But sharing how you feel with a trusted friend or a family member can reduce the weight of those thoughts. Sometimes, just saying your worries aloud helps you realize they're not as big as they seemed. You don't have to go through everything alone. Opening up creates space for support and healing. Sometimes, helping others is the best way to help yourself. Doing small acts of kindness, like helping a neighbor, feeding a stray animal, or listening to someone struggling, can lift your mood and shift your focus away from your worries. Kindness creates connection, and connection reduces negative thinking. Even one small kind act a day can make a big difference in your mental state. Let's return to the idea of visualization. Close your eyes and imagine a peaceful scene, maybe a beach, a forest, or a place where you feel safe. Imagine yourself there, breathing slowly and feeling relaxed. Let this peaceful image wash over you. Visualization calms the nervous system and helps reduce overthinking. You can even visualize yourself handling difficult situations with calm and confidence. The mind responds to these images like they're real, so use them to your advantage. You can also learn to slow down. In today's world, everything moves so fast, our minds are constantly racing. But slowing down helps you see things more clearly. Take slow walks, eat your food mindfully, speak slowly and listen deeply. When you slow your pace, your thoughts also slow down. And in that slowness, you can find clarity and peace. Another simple technique is naming your emotions. When a negative thought emerges, ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Maybe it's fear, sadness, anger, or loneliness. Naming your emotions helps you process them instead of getting stuck in your head. Once you name the feeling, you can take care of it like you would take care of a child who is upset, gently and with compassion. Let's remember the power of hope. No matter how dark things feel, there is always hope. Every day is a chance to start again. Every moment is a chance to think differently. The human mind is mighty, and with awareness and practice, it can change. Believe that better days are coming. Hold on to that belief and let it guide your thoughts. Sometimes, it helps to create a thought-stopping routine. When a negative thought shows up, mentally say stop. Then, replace it with something positive or distract yourself with an activity. For example, if your mind says, I'm a failure, say stop, and then go for a walk, drink water, or listen to music. Over time, your brain learns that negative thoughts don't have to be followed, they can be stopped and replaced. Forgiveness is also part of healing negative thinking. Sometimes we hold on to anger toward others or ourselves. That anger creates bitterness and more negative thoughts. Forgiving someone doesn't mean what they did was okay. It means you're choosing peace over pain. And forgiving yourself means accepting that you're human and learning. Let go of blame. It frees your mind and your heart. Let's also talk about limiting beliefs. These are beliefs like, I'll never be successful, people always leave me, or I'm just not good at anything. These thoughts often come from childhood or past experiences and stay in your subconscious mind. But the good news is that you can change them. Start by noticing them, then question them. Finally, create new beliefs and repeat them daily until they become your truth. One more tip: practice being curious instead of judgmental. Instead of saying, why do I always mess up, say, that's interesting. Why do I feel this way right now? Curiosity is open and gentle. Judgment is harsh and hostile. When you approach your mind with curiosity, you understand yourself better. And understanding brings peace. Lastly, for this part, keep reminding yourself that you are not your thoughts. You are the observer of your thoughts. Your true self is calm, loving, wise, and peaceful. Thoughts may come and go like clouds in the sky, but the sky is always there, unchanging, vast, and pure. Be like the sky. Watch your thoughts, but don't let them control you. That completes part 4. Thanks for your time. See you later.